Hello, so it's me Matthew and I'm back with another battle replay, and this one's kind of interesting. We had massive funds. Well, it's first a 3v3, fairly large armies, everything was on large, and we had enormous amount of funds. No one in the game spent all of their funds. We all had a ton of leftovers, so you could have whatever you wanted pretty much. So it's me playing as the vampire counts because they're undead and cruel and they eat people. And the dwarves and then another vampire counts against the greenskins led by Azat the Slaughterer by the looks of it. Warriors of Chaos and dwarves. And my general will be Von Tarstein, that big nasty vampire guy. Okay, so it's just a normal land battle, fairly flat map, couple of cool things like all maps on this game. And I am one of things to talk about, but yeah, the vampires are pretty cool with their whole. I decided my build is pretty much just my general, a banshee because they're cool, a whole ton of Terran wraiths because I like their whole, they have 75% damage reduction. The Headstrad, or whatever they're called, similar to Terran wraiths only on horseback. And then a bunch of Terrorgeists, a Black Coach for morale, or I guess not morale, to ensure my guys don't start falling apart, you know. They get crumbly sometimes, so that's to make sure they don't. Which I had never used one before, but they're fairly useful. I found this game. And I also have a... Is the Vardolf. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a Vargeist or Vardolf, but it's a Vardolf. Okay. And of course, everyone's units are all fully chevroned up, so max experience, because you might as well when you have a near unlimited amount of money. I forget exactly how much money we had, but it was crazy. And here's my Terrorgeist army, with my general here on his famous Drayden. Oh, he's on a zombie Drayden. And so I'm starting to move up my army, so are my allies there. The dwarves aren't, but they're kind of a more defensive faction, where me and the vampires are more offensive. So, you know, it's okay, he's kind of staying back. He'll help engage once we engage type of thing. And they're scouting a little bit with their wizard, because at this point we could not see their army at all. That was all just... And they didn't see ours, that's why they sent us here. Oh, little battle here between Terrorgeist and the wizard. Didn't last very long, but whatever. Though he should probably start pulling back because... Do they have archers? Somewhere? No? They don't have archers here, so I guess he didn't chase as much as he wants. Oh, I'm sending my Terrorgeist up too, because I noticed they can't really shoot me down. And yeah, so my allies here, Graveguard with great weapons is their front line, and then Vardolf, come on, Graveguard, Vardolf, Vampire, and the Von Tarstein, and then here are the dwarves. These are twirlers with great weapons, line of them, and then dwarven warriors, and longbeards with a couple slayers mixed in, and then cannons. 3 cannons, yep. And they had Uldrim, but there's massive access like as big as him. And that's over Thane here. Oh, and this is engaging very quickly, so I'll try to get through this quickly. Savage Orc Pigeons, Giant, couple of spiders, and some trolls. I'm trying to... I spirit leeched him with my general, which is graded in single targets, it will hurt them a lot, especially against generals. Like I was playing one game, and I'm trying to use this tear dice to hunt down the general, because orcs have really bad morale. So with a general dead, they will rout quickly, especially against all my fear units. Every unit I have causes fear. But yeah, I was playing one game, and I spirit leeched their general and killed him with it before the fight even started. That's my favorite ability by all. Spirit leech is the best. And both dwarves sides are trying to take it easy. They're just trying to fire on cannons back and forth type of thing. Now all I have is a slight advantage because, well, the hill. Oh, who was that? Oh no, some troops are just rolling. They're savage orc biddens. Like I said, bad morale and against my fear causing units, they will have a lot of trouble. Their best bet are the spiders, but my terror dice can take on the spiders fairly well if I'm them, so. And over here, same kind of thing that's happening here, a little bit more even. The Warriors of Chaos are doing a bit better against the other vampires, but the vampires here, they've kept the reserve here, so they're doing fairly well. That's a bit more even. And this side hasn't really engaged yet still. I don't know what was. Oh, okay. Satchel charges. But they're still just, you know, shooting it out. And here I'm wrapping up a lot of this side. Their black orcs are still in the fight, but other than that, they're not doing that well. I want a screenshot. But anyways, I know I did the screenshots after I do this, but I want to do it now, so yeah, don't blame me. Okay, yeah, Black Orcs still holding in, and they're starting to annoy me a little bit, and the fact that they kept routing and immediately coming back, because I started to send my army this way to ambush or to flank the Chaos Warriors, because all the Chaos Warriors were forcing down here, and they were doing decently. It was fairly even. But with my flank, they would have had a lot of trouble. But even though while I was doing that, these stupid orcs kept coming back, and they kept giving my main army some trouble, and all I wanted to do was send my entire army this way, because all my Terror Dice and Terran Raids would easily wrap up what's left, and then together both armies can go and kill dwarves. Oh, they're attacking my coach. Coaches don't really fight back. Oh, he kinda does this. Look at that. Oh, he's running away. Yeah, chase him. Get him down. Just look at this. And they brought in their slayers. The dwarves decided to come up and help out what was left of the orcs, which is probably good then because they don't want us to turn on, and slayers are pretty good against Terror Dice and whatnot, so. Look at that. Crazy. I do love how this game looks. I can't wait till they have a blood mod. That would look amazing. Yeah, my ally seems to have won here. Couple guys, that guy's just rolling right through our armies. But whatever, he's a giant, so he doesn't really care. Oh, they killed one of my armies, or one of my units. And I was starting to get pretty depleted here. Like my Terran rates are almost all down, a lot of my Terror Dice have taken a ton of damage. These are my Terror Dice. Even my general is down to about a quarter health. These, what, 3 slayers are trying to take down my Terran raids. Slayers do a good job, and they just never out. 2 Slayers now? Oh yeah, there's more in here. And on this, I haven't really covered much of that, but I did send my Terror Dice to help out with this main frontline fight. And it's pretty even, though my ally, I think, is winning here, especially with my help and the help of... Though this is definitely way in our favor, because he still has a lot of his army. Plus I still have some of mine, not that much, but it'll be enough to help out. And with this fight being even, our help will just master what's left, and they're already facing a lot of morale problems from their army losses. I'm sending my Terror Dice down just to, you know, ensure they don't start coming back. Eat them. Come on, eat them. And they're trying to set my die on fire. And yeah, I did want this die to take out the tannins. Oh! Is he still alive? Yes, but he is crumbling. Oh, but that unit just routed from a single shot. And now I'm trying to surround their master engineer and try to kill him. Though they are sending fire, and fire hurts these guys. But look at them fall. My Terran raids are being massacred by these iron raids. If you want to kill Terran raids, best way is either with artillery, like what I found really useful are trebuchets from Batonia, or fire. And yeah, that was the end of it. Everyone routed, and that was it. So looking at here, my general done 52 kills, which is quite respectable, and then all the kills are kind of spread out between all my units. Terrorists doing fairly well, Banshee doing well. Headsrates did 0 kills, but they did not even engage in any combat. I think I completely forgot about them. I forgot I even had them in my army. But I didn't really need them anyway, so that was okay. And then Vardolf did 13 kills, not that good, but he stared the horse. And then my Terror Dice doing fairly well. Black Coach somehow did 6 kills, even though he doesn't even really attack, he just supports, but whatever. And our dwarves got the most amount of losses, but they had a fairly tough fight compared to both of us. And yeah, and their team, a lot of their orcs not paying for themselves. Like these savage orc Bidens cost a lot. I guess their cost doesn't really matter in this, but still. Only getting at 0 kills and stuff. I probably would have just gotten Black Orcs since we had a ton of money. But yeah, they didn't really pay for themselves. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that video, and subscribe. I wouldn't mind at least 1 subscriber. Like it, comment if you want, do whatever you feel is right. And I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you next time I decide to upload something.